Okay, so now we're going over lesson 1.15.4 and 1.15.5. All right, on this one is the program has curl lay diagonal row of tennis balls. However, the indenting is all wrong. Can you properly indent this program? Okay, so what I've already completed this. Um, I'm not sure how yours is looking. You should have the code already written out. Code High School should have already put it on there. If not, you can go ahead and copy the code I have here, only because it should be on your display already. Okay, because what all they're wanting you to do, they don't want you to write the code out. They should have already been in there. If not, here it is. That code, what it does, and it's not anything I have done. This code is telling you right here. Okay, so if this is missing from your program, go ahead and type it in, copy it. All it is while we've already kind of covered this before. While that the front is clear, right? That's a condition. Whether it's true or not, it's going to do that action. We're going to go ahead and put down the ball. We're going to move, turn left, move, and those actions require a repeated action, right? And that repeated action is going to say that for, because it's going to hit this line. So for every time a certain condition is met, it's going to, that integer, that's 0, that's less than 3, it's going to increment once, right? So once. So it's going to do it. It's going to turn left that many times. And then once that meets that, it goes to the next line puts the ball. All right. So anyways, the code should already be written there. All they want you to do is just indent this. So if your code is, let's say for example, if my first line is just like that, or then it's going to be an error, okay? Because if I do check code, it's going to tell me, hey, your style looks off. Line number 8, you got to fix it. So how do we do that? Well, they want you to kind of clean up your code and make it easy to read. So I'm going to hit that tab and see if it likes it there. Check code. So you check it. Okay, so I didn't like it there. All right, so I'll move it again. That's kind of weird that it's way out there and still not doing it. So 6 and 8. All right, so my code is now all messed up. So let's bring it back a little bit. Me personally, this is where I want my public void run to be. So let's check again. Okay, why is it still not liking? Oh, 8. It's telling me that line 8 is messed up. So let's bring that in a little bit. That still doesn't look good. So let's try it again. So maybe my code was off the whole time and I didn't realize it. Okay, let me push it in a little bit. Okay, let me bring that up, since that's the one that was giving me problems. So let's move it. Let's put it there. Let's see if it likes it. It might give me some more issues. There it is. So all they want you to do is fix the code. That's it. Move the lines over, indent them the way they should be, one after the other. So you have if you see these little lines, they're hard to see right here, but there's some lines in here. They kind of tell you where to put the code at. All right. So you just got to look for those little. They're hard to see. My screen is really bright, so I can see those lines. I can just barely make them out, but they're there. All right. They kind of tell you. They're like little strings that attaches these two together. So if I click here, it should tell me that one's there. See how I made a little box in front of it. So if I click this one, I put my cursor right in front of that open curly brace. It tells me that's my close bit, and there's a line right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Oh, if I highlight it blue, you can see those lines. So anyways, that's how you indent. This assignment is just indent, kind of like the comment. This is an easy one. They make it complicated because if they're asking you all these things and you're kind of not sure, yeah, it might get you kind of tripped up a little bit, because we've been doing a lot of coding, and now they just want you to just indent, clean up your code. That's it. Make it look readable. Same with the next one coming up. I think I've already done that one too. Okay. It looks kind of. I don't like the way it looks. I did this a while back. So, but anyways, let's see if it's indented properly. It is. So just indent your lines, and if you have an error, it's going to tell you. It's going to tell you right away which line it is. So last example, if I do that, now it should give me an error that line number 11 is messed up. Yep, it looks like your indentation, right? Your indentation on in line number 11 needs to get fixed. So I'm gonna go to line number 11, and since I moved it back, I'm gonna move it forward. Let's do that. Oh no, that's not gonna be that. Everything else, I'm gonna keep everything the same. See how everything's right here on one line? That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. That puts it back where it needs to go. Let's check my code, and I think we're good. Let's see. Well, it still doesn't like it. Whoa. All right, so and let's move it up a little bit to the next line. I think it would be right there. Let's try it there. Let's see what it says. It's kind of weird. There it is. Wow, that's strange. Anyways, that's it. You just gotta kind of play around with that indentation until you get it right. You can look at my code, copy it. If you don't have it on your screen, this should already be there. Okay, you don't have to write in the code. That code should already be on your display. If not, take your time, take a picture with your phone, copy it onto your IDE, and just check to make sure that it's all indented correctly. Run it, submit it, continue, and you'll get credit for it because this one is only about indentation. Okay, indenting your code. It's not a rule or anything, but it just makes it easier for other people to read. Okay, that's the main thing. All right, if you have any questions, get a hold of me. Okay, bye.